AI Portal number 13. We're going to get an overview of the portal offerings today. We've dug into some retrieval augmented generation exercises. We've looked at the database services. We've seen quite a lot of things here in different aspects of the portal. The portal connects all of our AI efforts and can be extended to allow centralized management of all an organization's AI resources. It simplifies budgeting of resources by improving visibility of projects, increasing stakeholder involvement, environment observability, and facilitates the demonstration of the value of the services being provided. Since everything is done via web interface, it's all connectable via REST APIs. Let's take a brief look at the offerings. RAG and chat, this is the cornerstone. In our RAG services, we can go down and it's a self-service model here so that clients can load their own documents. They can load PDF files here. You can load Excel and CSV files, but we'll look at another session here. That's really not the correct use of the vector stores. And for performance reasons and the way that structured data works, you're much better off using a traditional SQL database, pandas if you want to do some data science kind of things there. But putting CSV files into a vector store, that's not the smart way. We can load web URLs and we can load image files in here. RAG and chat here. And in chat, we just talk to the AI and we can generate code here, get resume assistance, the typical things that people do with chat. Agent and agentic applications. We're going to pass on that for the moment here. That's something that specialist areas. We have some translation tools. We can translate French to English. We can translate COBOL to Java. And we can also do code generation. Python code generations, Python debuggers, SQL generators, SQL debuggers, Java generators, and Java debuggers. What we're going to do here is we're not going to train LLM, but we're going to prompt it and feed it some data so that it gives us better answers to those particular challenges. We're going to look at that in the future. Data science, we spent some time with. We have data set projects, Baltimore real estate we've looked at for a couple places. Some enrollment stats for historically black colleges and university. U.S. retirement versus GDP. This is the result of the work here. So there's flexibility in what we want to see and what we want to display. We can jump into our machine learning projects and progress reports, model choice assistant. This is where you're thinking about dedicated resources to do machine learning because one person can't do it all. We can jump into Jupyter Lab here. We have a couple projects. Here's a GeoJSON mapping project. And so we can go right into the lab in here and we package this code up and drop it into production. Database services, we looked at this very recently. We have on-prem database service. Create new databases and tables. It's drag and drop format. It simplifies it for people that aren't SQL experts. Pre-building these things, much to do and develop. SQL query and a pie graph generator, top 5 pie charts, and SQL assistants going to help people put together good SQL commands there. We can jump out to OCI Cloud or whatever cloud service that we're using. Portal management tools. Don't spend enough time over here. We're going to get into the Chroma Vector Store in the next one, summary of the collections in the Vector Store. Collections, it's its own session. We're not going to get into Chroma today. Start and stop the Gradle interfaces. This is outside portal projects. We can manage our portal deployment. These are our portal tasks. Identify the stakeholders, review the use cases, capture and catalog the AI and ML initiatives already in our organization, and implement and explore pilot RAG program. We have done that. We need to work on the personnel needs and implement the portal infrastructure. Let's get out of here. See if we can go back. Vector store details. So this vector store is its own project here. And we've got identify the apps that will use the Chroma Vector Store, configure the Vector Store apps to use the Vector Store, and all the things that have to do with Chroma. That's going to be the next episode. And then we have potential projects here, using TensorFlow in a community college. We can use TensorFlow for Qualys logs, TensorFlow for real estate data, and this gives use cases that we can present to our potential stakeholders and stakeholders. A lot of stuff in here. Thanks for your time.